Welcome to our first ever Ruff VR gaming showcase. We have a ton of fun in store for you today, including some exclusive, never-before-seen trailers, as well as some other trailers you might have seen previously floating around in the wild a bit that we do feel deserve a bit more love.
Before we kick things off today, we do want to give a very special thank you to all the developers that are participating in today's show. Without their hard work and dedication to the VR space, showcases like this would not be possible. We also would like to thank you, the viewer, for taking time out of your day to enjoy this showcase and journey with us.
And none of this would have been possible without the support from our sponsors. So huge thank you to our premier sponsor for today's showcase, Shell Games. Also thank you to Beyond Frames Entertainment and Combat Waffle Studios. And also the rest of our sponsors, including Field of Vision, Sin Studio, Walkabout Mini Golf, Thomas Van Bowel, and Impact Reality XR. Thank you all for your support.
So without further ado, let the showcase begin.
You can call me anything. A manipulative traitor, crazy, whatever. But I am not a monster. I am not like Barrick. You know this.
The whole picture? What about the death of all those good soldiers and civilians, huh? Or are they not part of your goddamn picture?
Hey you! Never heard of Tom? The Tom? The guy's a legend! Let's go and see him. Oh my god. Okay. Just calm down and don't touch any... Why would you do that? Oh, for the love of God, please stop this! Wait. Are you having fun right now? Oh, great. The police is here. What are you gonna do? Try to hide it? You know it was a joke, right? What the? Who with the? Why? Have you lost your goddamn mind? Oh. Ha! Well played, you idiot. Time to reflect back on your action. You're going back in. Ugh. Time to hide the corpse. Again.
Careful here tonight because John Malum's flock is gathering all over town. It's their 1-year anniversary since we busted up their whole operation, and don't they know it?
What can you tell me about this cult, the flock? Hello, Officer Cohen. Do you copy?
Rookie, you are messing with things you don't quite understand.
Officer Cohen, I think I see one.
There's no time to explain. The flock are everywhere. They've overrun the precinct on 28th Street. You have to secure the 6 exit doors as soon as possible.
What was that? What the hell?
You're in great danger. You can't waste time. We have a real cult trying to break in and murder cops.
I'm being pulled away! I'm trapped!
You've got to move. You're running out of time.
Am I seeing things?
Find an exit now. Do not hesitate.
You're going to finish what I started, Jessica.
Officer Cohen, do you copy?
It's one of us!
Death is eternal.
All right, everyone, time for just a short, quick little break before we get back to the action. But it goes without saying, we want to give a huge shout out to our premier sponsor for today's showcase, Schell Games, the makers of games that we all love and enjoy in VR, such as I Expect You to Die 1, 2, and 3. Definitely a favorite of both of ours.
And we still have so many great trailers to show you, and it kicks off next with a behind-the-scenes look at Walkabout Mini Golf's latest DLC course, Around the World in 80 Days.
Hi, this is a quick overview of the work that we did on Around the World for Walkabout Mini Golf. Like all good projects, we started out with a concept sketch in a sketchbook. And so this is my very, very first Ruff sketch we did as we were having our conversation. And this led to just an elevation sketch that talks about how all the various pieces work together. And for this project, this one was much more influenced by Jules Verne, this idea of traveling around the world without necessarily recreating the world. And so Lucas's idea was to create an Eiffel Tower in the 1890s around the time of the World's Fair, and that the top of the Eiffel Tower was actually a depot or an airport for dirigibles and airships, and that we would be playing both inside sort of the rib cage of the upper portion of the Eiffel Tower, but also we would get to go out onto these various airships. So this sketch was meant to kind of describe the architecture and how those pieces would work.
G'day, it's Richard here, creative director of Max Mustard. Max Mustard is a VR platformer with a Japanese level design philosophy. There's around 40-something levels, each with its own unique mechanic. Some of them have first-person interactions. One's a vacuum, a super-powered vacuum, one is a plunger. And you use it to interact with the world and help out with the classic 3D platforming. We made each level completely different so that when you finish one, you'll be like, oh, okay, go on, I'll just have a quick look at the next one. And that's my favourite thing about the game.
Welcome, shepherds, to your initiation. In this country's dire time of need, you brave few have answered fate's call. But our fight against the storm is not ours alone to bear. A heinous evil is helming the assault on all humanity, and it is incumbent upon us to resist such evil with all our might. The cost of victory will be that of many hardships, both physical and psychological, and some of you will be pushed beyond your limits. For the enemy is as ruthless as they are numerous. Those who embrace Armageddon and seek the destruction of our own species cannot be negotiated with. They will show you no mercy, and should expect none in kind. The coming days will be unimaginably difficult, but we will adapt. We will overcome, and we will triumph this darkness together.
My head. What's happened and where the hell am I?
This is the discovery of the century.
I remember now. God, what have I done?
And before we continue today's showcase, I do want to give a special thank you once again to our premier sponsor for today's event, Shell Games. Their support has been incredible. But also, big thank you to both Combat Waffle Studios and Beyond Frames Entertainment, both the publisher and the developer for one of our favorite games and also one of the most popular games in VR, Ghosts of Tabor.
This next run of trailers you're going to see, you may have seen in the wild already, but we believe that there are still some that nobody has seen yet, and every one of these deserves the exposure that they're getting today.
Hey, yo, Rick, getting you that mech fighting license? Best risk I ever taken. And get the fuck out my brother's way.
Aggressor, put them under pressure.
Loving our new tools. Let's get this cracking.
Yo,
Yo, it's big rig in the kill box, motherfuckers.
Him want get this scar, him want get start off, him want nothing but drama. I talk my love. Trust what me say, my love.
It's the jungle out here, bruv. Tomorrow ain't promised to no one. Listen, I know you have a secret death wish somewhere, but no more flocking with your face. You hear me? Rig, get the fuck out of there, bruv. Stop trying to be a hero, man. You're no good to me in a coffin. Rick! Big bro, can you hear me? Man, say something! Rick!
Aggressor, put them under pressure.
My dearest Madeline, by now you will have learned that my ship, the HMS Amathea, did not reach its destination. We encountered turbulent seas and a mighty storm brought her down, myself being the sole survivor. I've become stranded on a god-forsaken island with few supplies and little hope of ever living to see you again. The environs here appear to be a true paradise, but there is a dreadful mountain that groans and shakes, stinking of an intolerable exhalation of sulfur and burning bitumen, and the darkness swarms with devils ready to claim my mortal soul. I write this letter with a humble plea, should you ever receive this. I want you to forget about me. I wish you a full and happy life. You shall forever be imprinted in my heart of hearts.
Get ready for the presidential war.
I'm gonna take those slopes.
Now's my chance!
Get ready to hunt down! Fasten your seatbelts, it's fireworks time! Woohoo!
In the spotlight, I shine. The battlefield's closing in.
You're about to be crushed!
Get lost!
You scared the life out of me! Follow me!
All right, time for another quick little break in the action before we get back to it. But it goes without saying, again, a special thank you to our premier sponsor for today's showcase, Schell Games. We would also like to thank Beyond Frames Entertainment, Combat Waffle Studios, Walkabout Mini Golf, Thomas Van Bowel, Field of Vision, Impact Reality XR, and Sin Studio. Thank you all for your support in this showcase.
And from here on out, for the rest of the showcase, it's exclusive trailers only. Let's get back to the fun.
This place is a nightmare. The gunfire, the murder. There is no humanity. It's lost here in Tabor. There's not a single place of solitude. Hearing the cries above, it's a constant war between us all, no matter where we are. The surface, the skies, the underground. Even in these sewers, the rats eat at me. This is a new reality. And if sin is water, hunger is rage, this blood on my hands is my peace. Not even the reminiscence of the past can shoulder my psyche.
Hey Hellsweepers! Last December we released our first content update titled Treachery, and we're glad to know that many of you enjoy the new content and improvements. Since then, we've been busy crafting the next chapter of our roadmap. Let's begin with the star of the update, the new enemy Wrath, which is actually 2 enemies in 1. You've seen the concepts, and now we're working on the 3D models and of course the design of the abilities and the animations. Speaking of enemies, we're also working on elemental bosses. They're not in our original roadmap, but we thought they'd add a cool twist to the gameplay. Like elemental enemies, these new variants will have unique abilities. Also, a huge thanks to everyone who voted in our weapon poll. We hear you on the katana, but we really want to spend more time on its mechanics to make it stand out from the other swords in the game, so we're currently focused on developing a magic staff, which was the second most voted option. We've also been busy updating our Unity render pipeline from standard to universal. It's a hefty task, but it's crucial for boosting performance on PSVR 2 and standalone devices like Quest 2 and 3. This will allow us to explore workflows that can help improve the visuals. There's more that we're working on which aren't ready for previews yet, but we're on schedule to release this huge update in the first quarter of this year. We'll be sure to share more sneak peeks in the coming weeks on our Discord and Twitter. As always, thank you for your support and for joining us on our dev journey.
The old world has passed away. Amidst the ruins lurks an ageless fear. It sees you, Outlander. You will not survive.
Across the vast expanse of human history, we have confronted a myriad of opponents, both man and animal. Yet, consider the possibility that our most profound terrors are more than just mere figments of imagination, but rather the remnants of a distant primordial past, where humanity was not the predator, but rather the prey. In the dense, shadowy forests that cradled our early ancestors, every day was a relentless fight for existence, and amidst these struggles lurked a deeper, more disquieting dread, a fear of an entity bearing a human guise, yet devoid of humanity.
What was that?
Thank you once again to all the sponsors of today's event, and you, the listener, for tuning in today. But the show's not over yet, and we do have one more special trailer to show for you from our premier sponsor, Schell Games, hyping up their newest game with a behind-the-scenes look at Silent Slayer.
Stay calm. Look sharp. Keep silent. Slower. Gently.
In Silent Slayer, you take on the role of a vampire hunter, infiltrating a castle filled with evil vampires. Your goal is to carefully disarm the traps so you can slay them in their sleep.
When players first play Silent Slayer, they will find themselves in a gloomy, creepy, and evil, but also incredibly gorgeous place called the Castle Czar.
There are empty libraries, there are haunted hallways.
These vampires wrote and engraved their magic spells in vampiric alphabets all over the castle and also on most of their defensive traps. So, often for the vampire, they can really tell the status and aesthetic preferences of whoever sleeps in there.
Silent Slayer is a game of you directly in front of a vampire. Thanks to the immersion of being in VR, you are alone in the castle, and it's just you and a vampire who might eat you.
Imagine a creature with bloody red eyes and sharp teeth jumping out of the darkness to attack you.
The key aspects of the experience of Silent Slayer are discovery, tension, and overcoming obstacles.
Players will face a variety of traps, so you need to be precise and quiet, and any wrong move and you might regret it.
So at first you may see some tripwires, and you'll have to learn to carefully position your snips to get through those wires.
While disarming traps, Sound is used to warn a player to tell them how well they're doing. The Watchful Idol is a doll that watches the player, and if the player moves, the doll will start to scream just to tell the player, you messed up.
Stop moving.
Each chapter of Silent Slayer is broken into 2 halves. The first half is time with the book preparing for the coffin ahead.
First, there are also bind stones that the player must assemble, kind of like a big 3D jigsaw puzzle. Certain traps require the use of certain tools, so the player really needs to understand which tool goes to which trap.
In order to get to the vampire, the player must first find their heart. There is a tool that we refer to as the heart tool that players use to locate a vampire's heart wherever it may be in their chest. Then they perform the binding ritual to unlock the last magical barrier of defense that's keeping them from killing this vampire, and also bind that vampire in place. And so we want players to feel scared, we want them to feel the tension of those moments, but ultimately we want them to feel accomplished when they finally succeed in their goal and slay the vampires of the castle.
All right, everyone, that is a wrap. Thank you to everyone that watched our showcase today and being part of this fun day. And a special, huge thank you again to our main premier sponsor, Schell Games.
And thank you to the rest of our sponsors, Beyond Frames Entertainment, Combat Waffle Studios, Sin Studio, Field of Vision, Walkabout Mini Golf, Impact Reality XR, and Thomas Van Bowel. And if you aren't quite ready to return to work yet, we do have a special encore for you, featuring an exclusive 7 minutes of gameplay footage from an upcoming VR shooter, Exoshock. And if you enjoyed today's showcase, don't forget to subscribe to the Ruff Talk VR podcast. Stay tuned.
Repositioning. We know what we're doing. Repeat your limit. Check your breach points. Drop those two. around here somewhere. Remember to break contact and tag out. Deploy barricades. Inside the wire. Fucking try it. They're inside the wire. Reloading, need cover! Bring it, bitch! Fuck, I need help! Come on, come on! Get go!